Dad, then was to say, and on, got up from his chair, turning towards me. Calm down, Amber, calm down. Just like I brace yourself for meeting Mom, do the same with Dad. My dad, who's in the band. I gritted my teeth, forcing a strained smile. Hi. Really, Dad? You just have to make it more awkward? Hello, my name is Amber. Nice to meet you. I know. Same. Please let this end. I can't believe my dad's a loser! The two of us went silent for a couple of seconds before Spears sighed in exasperation. Yeah, that'll be good enough. I don't need me leave for your class now. Dad, stop being an incel. I need to be born. No. Women scare me. As his introduction, Anon took his bag and left, leaving only the three of us inside. Grandma took the seat he had been in, while I took the remaining one to her side. Wouldn't it be super fucking weird if the chair was behind her? Or in front of her? No, then let us discuss your integration into Volcano High, Amber. Mrs. Aaron has already begun to fill me in with most of the details, but I'd personally like to hear from you, if you would indulge me, of course. I didn't see any problem with me going through Spears' inquiry about me. Sure, you've already heard about this, but I'm from outside of the state, sensitive to, family issues. I once a bit, but I shook it off. Since I'll be going here for a while, we're interested in checking out the school my cousins go to, which is, I was here yesterday. He smiled in approval, being satisfied with my answer. I'm surprised she's this good at lying. Given that she's a goody two, she's a good little girl. I'm more than glad to have someone express interest in my school, even if it stems from family. After all, family is important, regardless of how thin the ties may be. I unconsciously choked from what he said. I would very much like to hear that right now. I clutched my heart in melancholy. A standard action, that does not go unnoticed. As Grandma and Spears reached out to me. Are you alright? I mean, I saw you have a heart attack yesterday. What the fuck, man? Get some help. His large hand stretched out reminded me yesterday when I collapsed in front. I'm feeling just a bit sensitive but thinking about the topic for the moment. Grandma frowned at my words, while Spear adopted everyone's frowning. My apologies. It was not my intention to put you through such emotions. Allow me to make it up to you. Moving past his desk, he opened a different door that led out to the hallway. Naomi, please come here for a moment. Not too long after, a cream and orange parcel came into the room. I think it's very telling that she doesn't immediately recognize her as Auntie Naomi or anything. Which is fair enough, because they do break up in that ending. I don't know, I just kind of felt like maybe they go a different route with this. On the other hand, having her know everyone already is a bit... Oh, those are two doggies and they're sleeping different directions. Oh, little papparinos. Little dogadoos. Oh. What can I do for you, Mr. Spears? She said with a pleasant smile, clasping her lowered hands in an endearing pose. Please finish the paperwork on my desk alongside Mrs. Aaron for me. I will personally escort Amber to her homeroom. I expect it will be done by my return. As soon as Naomi heard my name, she made eye contact with me, an excited glimmer in her eyes growing by the second. Oh, you're that little cousin that Nasa told me about. I mean, it's kind of weird. You've been here for like 5 minutes and he's already told me everything. Man, he needs to really, learn how to keep secrets, huh? It's nice to meet you, Amber. Welcome to Volcano High. She cheerfully took my hand in hers, making me a bit uncomfortable with positivity. Oh, nice to meet you too, Naomi. His words were enough to send her over the moon as she started talking about one thing after another. Going on tangents about all kinds of stuff I could do at school. The rate she was going, it was unlikely she would ever stop. Thankfully, Spears up at... My apologies. I shouldn't keep you any longer, Amber. Enjoy your first day. Spears quickly led me out of the office, leaving a waving Naomi behind. Disgusting. He sighed with exhaustion and also out of his sight. Let me give you some advice, Amber. Naomi means well, but she has a habit of talking more than necessary. Do keep that in mind as you associate with her. I nodded as we turned the corner, coming face to face with the door. Knocking on it, he opened it, addressing the teacher inside. Good morning, Dan. Everything in order? It's good now. It just so happens I've introduced... Yeah. Oh, it's a teacher. We're not gonna give this teacher a voice. Go ahead and introduce yourself, kiddo. The teacher's there with a clear disinterest. Also good at hobbies, introduce herself to the rest of the class.
Hello, my name is Amber Crate. I'm into all sorts of music and also play some instruments, but I mainly enjoy playing the piano.
As I finished my introduction, I found that everyone was just staring at me as disinterested as the teacher. The reception left me low-spirited, but I could show it on my face. Realize Rachel's here now. Man, it's really weird. Like in 2044, all the kids are fine, but now they're all like stuck on their phones talking about 6'7" or something. I don't know, man. I can't follow these memes. I download all my memes from the internet like a smart person does, but these kids have to do without their AI brain chips, rotting them from the inside out. Naomi demands updates from Nasser every half hour. Shock collar gets a few to the output. Is it just on all the time? What?
Oh, Nasser Poo! I'm gonna lower your voltage for your birthday! Aren't they just the best?
It's good enough, kid. Take a seat. At his prompting, I'm headed towards the only open seat available in the back. I'll leave her in your care now. I must get going. My people need me. Plopping down the plastic chair and desk combo. I diligently pulled out what I was due to use. A classic notebook and pencil. What the fuck's just... Setting them down in what? I turned to my side with the intention to greet the one I'd be sharing my space with for the rest of the school year. Having noticed that I was looking at them, she shot a glance at my... Why do you call them them if you're gonna use she like the next fucking word? What is with these neutral pronouns where they don't apply? She shot a glance my way for a second before averted gaze at the difference.
Hello, what's your name?
No answer. Well, that sucks. Then forward. A bit with a bit of dejection had a groan come from me. It's Sienna. Wait, I need something for her. Goddamn, what are we gonna go for, Sienna?
Ugh, it's Sienna. Sienna, what a nice name.
Yeah, whatever. She went back to ignoring, but I managed to clear the first hurdle. I suppose it's good enough for now. Already been pleased to at least have made some leeway with one of my classmates. The morning continued to pass at a steady rate with each teacher I met. Okay, we do the introductions again. Man, you gotta be sick and tired of this. You've got 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row, man. W. Ha. www.www.www. What the hell is this? What the fuck? Managed to launch bell and chase for 24 years in the future rang. Signal to school. Betters for chapel. You should not be hanging out with seniors, man. Approaching the pair with a bit of hesitation, their moods contrasted with each other as clear as night and day.
Oh, hello, Amber. Come and sit down. Don't worry, I don't eat. Tee-hee.
I don't butt. Caused the child to perk up at the mention of my name. Hey, Amber, you better hurry up, it's gonna get cold fast. I took him up in his office, sitting down next to him. Naomi patted for a brief moment before reverting to what seemed to be her go-to smile.
So how was your first day at Volcano High been? I bet you made lots of friends already.
It's been like 3 periods, Naomi. It's lunch.
It's been good so far, and I got to know the name of the girl who sat next to me in class. I'm a lesbian.
Do you even know what that is?
Yeah.
Man, they teach kids earlier every year these days. I asked, despite getting a feeling that I shouldn't indulge in Naomi more than I had for my sake. Why? But at the moment, I felt like sharing up my first day had gone, considering I didn't get the chance to do so before.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm sure things will keep going swimmingly for you. Don't you think so too, darling? Nasa, sweetie.
Man, I can't believe he's poking his pasta. Also, why does she care about you? Like, you're not useful for her plans to make Nasser happy. I don't know, man. Is it because she and Nasser get along? Yeah, okay. Keep on keeping on, Amber, he said before playing with his food again. What is up with him? As the urge... Oh, hold up.
As the urge to ask what was up surfaced, Naomi shut off and, "Oh, look, Nasser, it's Anon!" Following her gaze, my sights landed on the aforementioned human. I managed to beat you straight over to where he was, practically dragging him back over. That's 2 overs in 1 sentence. As I knew him, the face he was making communicated the singular message. Raptor, Jesus, please end my suffering. We stared at each other for a moment before I gave him a little wave. Naturally, Anon is like, I'm not interested, man. You're like 15. I'm 18. What the hell? Naomi, I'm not dating this. He returned the gesture, although rather stiff from Anna. The moment was cut short, as attention was drawn to Naomi, but he was trying to get Nasa out of his thoughts. Nasa, sweetie, what's wrong? You shouldn't play with your food. Sorry, it's just I can't stop thinking about that concert. I can't stop thinking about those beans. What? I can't stop thinking about those beans. Fang didn't come to school today because of it. Concert? Concert? Baby? Concierto? My focus zoned in? I'm designating this as residential zoning, thank you. Hanging on to his words. Now, so you know it's not your fault that it ended up like that. Now, let me pat it. Oh, shit, he gets the pet-pats. Nasser gets the fucking pet-pats. It's up to comfort him, but his frown obeyed. I'm the one who invited the audience. How's it not my fault? Hey, man, after I left, what happened exactly? He was silent for a moment, begging whatever not to answer. Well, they didn't make it past the first song. Someone said that they still suck just like last time. The air around Nasa tensed with hostility, came to the point where I gulped on reflex. What else did they say? Say anything about Fang? Anon was hesitant to ask, choosing his words carefully. Yeah, it was pretty nasty stuff. I don't think you want to hear. All of a sudden, the fist slammed on the table with such strength that it jumped out of my skills. Those assholes! I can't believe they called her a girl! Women suck. Men are superior. White power. Nasser, you're... You can't say that in school, Nasser! Man, I can't believe your boyfriend just fucking lost it like that. Nasser, you can't paint that on the walls! And spaghetti, no less. I swear I'm gonna kick each and every one of their asses! How many asses? 5 asses! His wrath lasted but a moment as he glanced in my direction. I was having a realization that he just yelled in front of a child. I'm sorry, I just, I don't know what to do anymore. No, sir, just because you don't know what to do anymore, it's not a reason to start painting swastikas on the lunchroom. This isn't helping anyone, especially not my reputation. There was a concert. How could it have gone so wrong for this to be happening? I'm certain Fang was a good musician, so what the hell happened? Lunch came to an end, so I parted ways with the theater. Back in class, I can't stop thinking about those beans. So much so that Shiana kept giving me a few side eyes over just how out of it I was. You met her this morning. Not even the bell signaling the end of the school day was enough of a distraction. I just absentmindedly strode through the halls. By chance, I bumped into Naomi, told me Nas was going to stay late, which meant I was taking the bus home. When the event were right, man, how the hell? Surely public transit has changed in 24 years, enough so that you're like, this is a different kind of ride back home. Wow. Lunch came to it, so by the way, zip. If I drove back home, I took the doorknob only to find it locked. His grandma, I don't have a key to the front door. How did we not think about them keys? One or so was the knock on the door, hoping someone was home. After a while, it's another fella stayed up with Frank's window. Truly nobody home? As I moved to knock one last time, however, the front door swung open from it emerging, very pissed off terror. Will you just fucking go away already? Rose up in shock, not mentally ready for what was happening. For the first time since I came, was that face to face with the thing. Nasser, please stop! You can't call ICE on our teachers! We need them! Your name is Nasser, they're going to deport you! I'm a born, red-blooded American! They don't care about that, Nasser! Stop holding that gun! Please! The shock collar isn't working anymore! I can't stop him! Man, Amber's got her work cut out for her. Good luck, Amber. For the first time since I've come, I was now face to face with a fawn. Equally orange eyes coming into contact. Stop kissing the eyeballs! What the? Who the hell are you? Remember your cousin? Damn timing, and I'm back. Hopefully not too late. Well, you're not just in time, because as we all know, just in time is always just in time. To the point that I hate that man's fucking guts, and I would kill him if he wasn't always just in time. How can I kill a man who's always just in time? Who the fuck names their child just in time? I'm just in time, as in just in time. I remember your cousin. You're the one Mom wanted me to do yesterday. Figures. Hurry up and get the fuck inside. If you're gonna steal something, just leave. Yes, ma'am. I shuffled in as fast as I could to avoid making her angry, like the cat with the banana. Again. With me past the entrance, she slammed the door shut before storming upstairs. Why doesn't she just leave? Why does she have to close the door? Isn't she disinterested? God, that was scary. Finding myself in my lonesome, I was at least inside the house. I mean, it's fucking September. It's warm enough for me to wait outside for now. On the bright side, I got to meet Fang, so it worked out in my favor. It was still rather rocky. Can she use her phone? Shouldn't her contract be, like, invalid? Or is it just valid until 2044? But as I do, sure I'm out of catching up. Why me? What do you mean, Scary Dave? Time passed and the endless scribbles of taking notes. Oh no, she didn't catch up with homework, that's what she's doing. Knowing Fang wouldn't deign to answer, I did so in her place. Opening the door was a pink raptor with a red tank top and a short purple sad tops donning a yellow hoodie. Their eyes widened at the sight of me. I love how all we're getting is like the obvious big stuff. Hey Fang, are you okay? Why are you wearing that? Both our Satas asked with both worry and disbelief. The scariest of days. Oh, that's... Get out of here! You're not that popular, Scary Dave. If you show up in the Snoot world, they won't be like, oh, it's Scary Dave! Can I get his autograph? Whoa! Again, these two look familiar. I'm not Fang, I'm her cousin Amber. They leaned in to get a better look at me. Oh, I'm bad, dude. You look exactly like them. Not as tall, though. Which makes it really weird that everyone keeps mistaking you for Fang when you're, like, not even the same goddamn height. What the fuck is wrong with everyone? Glad to notice at least an obvious... Then how did no one notice? How did you point this out? I'm not popular because of scary. Fucking scary pterodactyls stealing all your thunder, man. My name is Reed. There's Trish. His friend greeted me with a sup. A cup of sup. We're friends of Fang and we came to check up to make sure they're alright. Since he didn't come to school today. As soon as I heard their names and connections made my brain. It's Uncle Reed, not to Trish. In hindsight, I probably should have recognized Reed since he carried himself near identically in the future. Honestly, the stroke really didn't help. As for Trish, she didn't... I recalled her as confident and shrewd. Shrewd is without the E, man. Businesswoman. This is taking me from remembering because she didn't radiate that aura as she was. As she will be. I stepped to the side to let them enter. Come on in, Fang is upstairs in her room. As they walked past me, Trish narrowed her eyes at me. You know, nerd emoji, finger pointing up. It's her, it's not her, it's them. She stared with an irritated glare, leaving me confused. She sighed and sighed before crossing her. Crossing her what? Her arms? Fang's non-binary. So it's they and them. That's not how you... It's they and them. You're supposed to say they, them. There's no and. The slash is implied, you idiot. You're living here, you don't even know that? Evaluation of me dropped at a fatal lack of understanding. Having become a member of the household. It's been 24 years, man. You know, like a way different version to these people. She has no aura. Stars are not aligned yet. She didn't get the cutscene with the Emperor yet, so she couldn't pick her star sign yet. That's the problem. She doesn't have a class.
Day and damn. My pronouns are day and damn. Ah, damn. Think it's non-binary? I don't remember hearing anything like that from Mom or Dad. I was have to flounder about trying to make heads and tails of it. I remember I tried to meet them yesterday, and when they got home, but they blew me off before shuttering themselves in the room. The stuttering didn't help my case as they continued to glower at me. Andrew Glower, what are you doing in this game? Fortunately, my time of distress came to an end as a hand plopped onto my shoulder. Let him off the hook, Trish. She didn't know, is all. It's not like she meant anything bad by it. I keep telling Fang to wear the pronoun pin, but she refuses to. Honestly, it's her fault at this point. Their fault. Yeah, her fault. Yeah. Hey, thank God I can't say happy am right now. I like how she has nothing to say about... Like, you know, Trish looks like she's a businesswoman, but what is Reed? Nothing. Reed is nothing. Nothing. Whatever, come on, Reed. She mounts upstairs with a steady pace. His raptor friend was not quick to follow. Are you not gonna see Fang? Sure in a bit. But from the looks of it, you're having a hard time yourself. He pointed to the kitchen, to the stack of books and notes. You need some help with that? I got all the answers. His offer was tempting, since all the material was completely new to me. Will help me study? Yeah, that first year stuff is easy. He made his way over as I followed suit before sitting down next to my impromptu workstation. I'm down to help his sister out. Said to be chill for the most part. I can tell you're one of the good ones just from looking at you. To an opportunity that sprouted from his generosity, I took my seat and stilled myself to observe everything. Going over my subjects for a good chunk of 2 hours, I'm surprised to learn that despite how laid back he handled himself, he was incredibly smart and had an knack for teaching others. Why can't you just say that you understood everything and it went well? Just let it... And that's how you get this result. Well, it matches with the answer you got from the simple formula. Oh, I see, it makes sense now. Man, this example fucking sucks, doesn't it? Really wouldn't take too much to, like, look one up online or something. I wrote down Reed's suggestions and teachings into a separate notebook, which entirely become a lifeline to me. I'm not letting anything happen to this notebook. What? If your fucking notes for school? It's not even your diary. Kitty, kitty. I love saying kitty, kitty. When I see a cat on the street, I immediately and automatically say cat. And I say puss. And then I go, pfft. And then I go kitty, kitty. Usually the cat at that point is annoyed with me and gives me a look, and I'm like, hey, got him. Cat annoyed. The study session continued a bit longer, up until a yell from upstairs boomed throughout the house. Reed. Despite how angry Trish sounded, Reed simply got up out of can. You ought to be set for a good while with that. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. He smiled, his eyelids drooping ever so slightly. There's no sweat on my back, dude. Glad to help out. With that said, he made his way out, but not before peeking back at me from the corner. If you got any questions later, don't be afraid to ask him. You know where to find me. He was about to fully leave before he stopped, his eyes opening a little more than usual. Except you don't know. He began contemplating the conundrum he found himself in as he stared at him. I interrupted his flippers. I guess I could tell you. I'm usually at the auditorium during school lunch with Fang and Trish. Feel free to drop by any time. It's kind of weird I'm making friends with a freshman, but whatever, man. I guess between me and Anon, that's just normal now. I mean, it's normal in 2044. Yeah, but those are all pedophiles, man. We don't talk about those guys. How would you know? Bye! Slides off screen. All alone again, I returned to my work with newfound knowledge and understanding. With the help of the notes I took for Reed's lessons, I decided to blaze through as best as I could. I got this. I won't let you down. After a prolonged study session, the sound of the front door unlocking caught my attention. Picking up from my spot, I saw both Grandpa and Grandma enter the house. Oh, Amber, how was your first day at school? She asked, strolling over and wrapping me in a hug. It was very fun. I got to meet most of my teachers and hung out with Nasa during lunch, though. You're 15! I know you're a smart girl. Like, there's seriously an energy about her that feels like she's, like, not an adult or, like, in a teenage years yet. There's something immature about her. Like, you're 15! What 15-year-old says, I got to meet most of my teachers? Yeah. Am I being too... am I being too much about this? But I genuinely feel like, at times, despite her big vocabulary, she just talks about subjects like a child. You know, there's something immature about what she cares about. Huh. I know you're a smart girl. You'll get the hang of it sooner or later. Welcome home, Uncle. How was work?
It was good. Mostly people pushing for the most part.
Mostly for the most... Fuck off. Ugh.
How's Lucy?
They're alright. They just went upstairs with, out of sight at the staircase. Here's what they got to figure to the stop. Oh.
They're upstairs with...
Well, they're upstairs with their music, right? Their music. That's redirection. Keep your thumbs up before leaving. Darn, I got my ass. Tipped him out, something was busy, turned towards the step and saw nothing.
What are you up to?
Me, I'm just studying by myself in the kitchen. Ignore the smell of THC and cannabis. It was about the honest answer, with the evidence to boot. He kept staring me down, as if he was in. What is it with me that makes people feel the need to stare me down? Because you're just too precious. Ripley, would you stop that? Can't you just believe her? There's no need for you to act that way. A chiding of his treatment towards me made me both relieved and guilty. I'm sorry. I'm not telling you the whole truth. The household patriarch left it at that, retiring to their bedroom, while his wife got to work preparing dinner for us all, tension in body drained, having successfully managed to keep Reed's Trisha's hidden from prying eyes. The relief was not long-lived, however. So soon spotted Trisha in the front yard through the living room window. How... Confused how they got there, I approached the glass pane. The glass pane! For a better look, only to have my jaw drop. Before my eyes, Reed was climbing down a makeshift rope hanging from Fang's room. Once he dropped, the two of them sprinted off the property, but not before he turned around, shooting me a sly wink with finger guns as they made their daring escape. This choice is unbelievable. Having seen a pair of fugitives escape into the night, I stepped away from the window as the door clicked open upstairs. A couple of moments of some stomping later, Fang entered my vision. Then I made eye contact, and seeing his hand stared at him. What's up? Hey, how's it going? Going good, now at least. The silence that followed was awkward, but the last thing I wanted was to overreach and bungle everything up. Thankfully, I didn't need to make the move. So you're my cousin, huh? Cool to meet you, I guess. The words sounded rather forced, like they didn't want to say them. Considering their early behavior, something must have happened, though I had no idea what. Reed. I met Reed like 5 minutes ago, but I already know exactly how Reed works. You've got a fantastic read on people, girl. Cool to meet you too. I gave him a sincere smile for their efforts, which they shied away from. Having accomplished the task that Reed most likely set for them, they went to the kitchen, where they were instantly beset by the parents and questions. I watched them interact with a warm smile, even if it's dissolved into something strong words being said. They're using the adult words that I'm not supposed to use as a 15-year-old. Watch me. Okay. But at least it happened to success pleasant words. You know, I'm glad that I finally said something nice to my mother, and then she started yelling at my parents that she's going to burn the house down. Haha, she's such a jokester. 2 days passed, I settled to a nice school routine. Was this fucking Anon or Amber? Which for the most part was to wake up, shower before, have breakfast, take the NASCAR to school. Think to note, Fang wasn't too keen on riding with NASA to school. I've been walking there every morning. Today, however, was the exception. Me, that is. As NASA left early to help with some school responsibilities, finding myself walking alongside Fang to school would be completely quiet, neither of us having anything to say. Why suddenly become italicized? To take it slow. I wouldn't want to push him away. Just to throw it away! Occasionally, I stole a glance at them, in an attempt to gauge how they were feeling. I'd say they weren't particularly thrilled about having to go to school, but not down about it like they were in the previous days. Arriving at Volcano I, the two of us went our separate ways with simple farewells. Huh. What's this? Oh, that can go away. Passing through the halls, I spied a good amount of activities from a couple of clubs. That reminds me, Nas left early because of school activity, didn't he? Maybe I should look into a club or something. The thought of asking Naomi for suggestions crossed my mind, but also served to time me out this early. For some reason, the idea of conservative could bum me out. Fuck off! Sorry, I know you've done extremely well so far, but we're there. The beans have got to come down. Bap. Listen, I get it, right? I get it, right? Gamers. But shouldn't Amber be like the perfect person to be aligned with Naomi? She's a polite, pleasant, calm little girl. Shouldn't she be like in line with Naomi? Maybe she would find the fakeness a little weird. Like, I feel that's because she's such a good reader character, apparently, because she just figures everyone out in 5 minutes. Like, that I can see. But she wouldn't be exhausted. Like, shouldn't Naomi be like the perfect kind of person for her to talk to? Ugh, whatever, man. Hmm. The heck is this? So how do you feel about dating socially repulsive humans? I'd rather be celibate. Dang! Evaporates into nothing? No. But I genuinely feel like Amber should be getting along better with Naomi. Either because she's too naive to know what's going on, or because she's like, good enough. Though I guess she'd be the most knowledgeable about such things, most willing to help me out. Despite our reluctance to interact with her, I eventually decided to bring her up on the next chance I got. Wrong. And so, the school day began proceeding as soon as... God bless you, Reed. Even at Sienna asked me for help. Why are you like, God bless you? What fucking girl says... Ugh, I'm just so confused on what Amber's supposed to be at times. Like, we had some introductory character traits. Man. Like clockwork, Kirk. Yes! Yes, the bell to fucking lunch is probably on a goddamn timer, so yes, like clockwork. Once again, I got a lot to get to lunch. As I did, my attention was drawn to a pair of red arms waving me over. I hesitated to move from where I was. Oh, yes, yep. Yo, Amber, how's it acting? It's been great. The stuff she taught me is coming in handy. You have no idea how grateful I am. Clockwork Orange. Get this man out of here. Glad to hear it, dude. A kindness further down the road. Maybe that's why Karma thought that we would turn our backs to each other, and on my guy. Halfway through his sentence, Reed addressed Anon, who was with him to my surprise. Anon, since when the hell are you this cool? I think we would have swapped back regardless of how Karma feels. Anon, shouldn't you be like the exact kind of person to be about Karma? He was quick to discredit fate and cosmic comeuppance, though I did spot a hint of nervousness in his voice. Anyway, let me get my seconds and Amber her first. Seconds? Reed already ate lunch. At that, we all went back to waiting in line. Conversations were split between Reed and Anon, with Trish and Fang having their own, and I was free to join in on whichever. Occasionally, either Reed or Trish would direct a question or comment my way, letting me know better. So, Amber, you guys into video games? Are we actually doing this fucking scene still? Safi is reading this like they're alluding to the Ludivoco attack from... I don't even know what that means! What did that mean? Oh no! I only know video games from the future. I only know Halo Infinite plus 5. And they finally released the Elder Scrolls 6 and it sucked! My dad practically burnt the house down and killed like 50 people over it. He kept screaming, 40 years! I waited 40 years for this!
It's just Skyrim again! Todd Howard, an ancient man by this point, is wheeled onto the stage to give a formal apology, and he just goes, "It just works." And then he dies live on stage. Some say it was a heart attack. I like to think it was Cthulhu reaching through time and space to crush his heart. As I panicked on the inside, Anon answered first. Yeah, I got a couple of consoles, a toaster, of a PC. Only X-Rocks for me. Battle Sawyers are sick. Packer Station's got a better lineup overall. Yeah, but like Stony games are lame. Just like, movies lame. You can't prove that. Hell yeah, I can. Reed then mumbled off a sequence of letters and numbers too varied for me to keep track. How did you say that out loud? Doesn't matter, dude. Just look up what I told you. And I gave up and started searching. After a little while, a little song emerged from his phone. What the hell? Pretty hilarious, right? The grin grew across the raptor's snout face. Snout face? Is he about to do a snout face? I legally disown myself from all puns made. Somehow New Vegas is still the best Fallout despite all attempts to destroy it. Every new version of Skyrim purchase rewinds Todd's age by 10 minutes. He'll be a baby. He'll be a newborn baby. Fresh from my mother. Oh, goddamn. God fucking damn it, man. If I ever go to 2044, I'm not looking up lottery numbers. I'm just looking up Bethesda's releases. Just to see. And I didn't contest the deed to opting to stay at his phone in contemplation. I wonder what that's about. What about you, Amber? Got any faves? I was left stunned for being put on the spot. I left my games back home. Well, for Anon, I'm depressed that modern day Anon did not raise you to be a gamer, Amber. It's 2044. Girl gamers are allowed. If only because all the male gamers died in the gamer war of 2035. They're all dead. So they needed someone to start gaming. And so they injected all the women's mean chips with raw gametonium. And we're still living with the consequences today. Shit, my bad. Didn't mean to put you in a tough spot. Wait, if you left your games back home, that means you played games. You can talk about them. It's alright, it's been a while since I played something new, so I'm afraid that'll sound lame. You're 15, Amber! What the fuck are you talking about? You're 15! You've had, like, what, 2 years to play adult games? What the hell are you talking about? No problem, dude. That just means we gotta share what we got with you. We'll show you some good games. Right, Anon? Why the hell did you make that sound like... What the hell, Reed? Sure. To my surprise, he conceded on the matter. Then I just managed to get a promise to spend some time with my dad, who's in the band. The band lets you do anything. All of us get our meals and Reed gets a second. We stand about near the wall of the cafeteria, since all the tables are taken. Resuming our conversations, Reed pulled out a tablet from his backpack. Dudes, listen to this. I want to hear your old thoughts on the song we got cooked up. A chance to hear Fang's music. This ought to be good. Growing excited, I leaned in to listen better. No thanks to the sheer light of everyone else in the room. It proved to be a mistake. As the second year hit play, my expectations were shattered and my hearing ravaged from what could only be described as the great scouring of the millions of cats. Millions and billions and billions of cats. I balanced a strained smile and a deep grimace as Nanom did his best not to look like he sucked on a lemon. That's actually a really nice way to put it. So, how was it? Bang asked, gracing the two of us with an unexpected curve on her beak. Anon and I glanced at each other, unsure whether to tell him the truth or not. I'm certain that if I ever played something like that, Mom would smash whatever instrument I had right on my head. That's also a part, right? Like, a lot of people are super nice to Amber and, like, non-violent in a way that, again, feels like she's 9. We're great, aren't we, guys?
It's definitely original.
It's unique, I would say.
It's the only word I could use to describe what I heard positive. Weren't you bassist, though?
It's our style.
Yes, I see. Well, I guess that's good. After all, there's some pretty ironic reference to Beethoven's few release.
What? I've no clue what possessed him to say that, but to his credit, I got a reaction out of the band that they recoiled in astonishment. How could you tell?
Jeez, man, you got the ears of a bat or something? What?
Much to my confusion and disbelief, the band warmed up to add on. I like how you're already just going for the band. I can only interpret as him taking a shot in the dark. Reed even went as far as to invite him over to one of the concerts. I'm not going to think about it too hard anymore. La Benda. I'm getting the bends with how hard this band is sinking. Or rising, I guess. The conversation suddenly got to a halt as the band stopped in their tracks. Out of nowhere, they made a run for it. Ryu grabbed my hand, leaving on behind. Why are they running? What's going on? The guys didn't answer me, but in this, I could clearly hear the... Oh. Anon, I told you to date Fang, not this little girl. I know she looks like Fang, but she's not the one. I guess they didn't get too well with Naomi. Why is that, though? I escaped from the parasol, but despite having a handful of full-speed bodies to the auditorium. Did we really have to run that fast? Or could we have just broken out of sight or something? We caught our breath, finally taking time to fill me in. Going to them, if we hadn't run at the pace we were going, Naomi would have definitely caught up, which she's apparently done before. Impressive. As I began to ponder, she had the natural capability of a hunter despite being a herbivore. That's racist. The band led me past the double doors, down the Islum. I know it's aisle, but Islum, where they sat down at the seats closest to the stage. Taking my spot next to Reed, I resumed chewing on my food, engaging in small chat with him for the most part. So Amber, what'd you like to do when you're free? I'd like to listen to music when I got nothing better to do. If it was up to me, I'd play something. But I'm too afraid to ask Fang for one of their guitars. You play the guitar? Yeah, I can play it decently, but where I truly shine is on the keyboard. I made sure to sell my talents to him because for all other purposes, I was good at it. I may have inherited some talents from Mom, but it's also her teachings. Things that allow me to confidently make such a claim. Everyone went quiet after my answer. Fang and Trish weren't even talking to each other anymore. What are you, a fucking OC? Get this Mary Sue ass out of here. Curious about the change in atmosphere, I turned towards them. I could see that their sights were locked on me. Suddenly becoming the center of attention, I started to get a bit nervous. Not only from the unbearable sounds, but from the stairs as well. Are you really that good at playing? Thank! Broke the silence with a skeptical raise of their eyebrow. Wait a second, do they not believe I can actually play? Frustrated that my skills were called into question, without demonstration due to prejudice, I made eye contact with Fang and with furrowed brows. Of course, I swear on my life. Witnessing my determination, their eyes widened, only for a moment as an impressed gleam flashed across their gaze. I wanted that. So you'll just have to show us. Can't wait to see you show your worth, kid. The smug grin on Trish's face was my tipping point that sent me over the edge. I'm not a kid! I'm Amber! I'm 15! Just because I'm not as tall as Fang, everyone keeps treating me like I'm 9! I thought you were 7. Damn. I can't wait to wipe that smirk off your face. We glanced at each other. Their overconfident smirk never faltered. But my determined scowl didn't as well, as we butted head in the blaring bling, echoing across the spacious room. To where I belongs, I marched down the aisle in my exit from the other... What the fuck is that sentence? Before I moved past the entrance. You're exiting past the entrance. I turned around one last time to see Fang and Trish staring. What the hell just happened? What kind of shit scene is that? That's bad. That's not good. Ugh. And next up is a side story, but I'm running out of oxygen here. So, it's definitely sowing a couple of problems. But all in all, it's better than most. You know. It helps a lot that the band is what it is. Boop, 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 bop, bop, bop.
Hmm. Yeah, I have to be honest. I'm still positive about this compared to everything else we've done so far. This is still better than most, but, you know. I think I'm just going to call it there for now for today. Yeah. Hey, we're 6 chapters, 42 to go. We got a lot more time left. But like I said, ugh, the far more normal word counts and everything, it's just way more structured. I'll give it that much. Definitely starting to see the scooch and delay that the writer likes to lean on a bit too much. Man, I'm tired.